fly-ass episode of Wake and Bake Inc. While my throat feels really dry and raspy this morning, I'm really doing my Barry White this morning, y'all. But anyway, this is the anniversary of the tragic incident that happened on 9/11. What was it? 22 years ago now, was it? Yeah, 22 years ago. It feels like it was just yesterday to me. But this is the anniversary of the day that America was lied to about some bullshit. What's up, Nalo? Why? It's a picture from their shit. It's a picture you can get off the internet. Why would it get sniped? We'll see. I think as long as we keep the conversation at a minimum, we ain't got to worry about it. But yeah, so and I'm surprised that they haven't even talked about it. Nobody's even like, oh, this is the anniversary of the tragedy. Yeah, right? The truth, and definitely in plain sight, man. They were talking about it yesterday. They said they've never, did you know? I didn't know that there was 3 buildings that allegedly went down. I didn't know that. I thought the World Trade Centers only had 2 buildings. They said there was 3 buildings that went down. I was like, so we're still lying about it? Let's go. My voice feels like zibby dibby doo, baby. It's too damn deep for me looking ass. First hit of the day. Let's go. I don't think there'll be no bong rips today, y'all. I'm feeling kind of weird in this area here. Like the lung area. Hence is why my voice sounds like this. That's all right. We can still smoke out the Pinto though. Squad goals. Grand Rising Moosey. Yeah, the Pentagon got fucked up too. But they were talking about 3 buildings in New York. I was like, there's no 3 buildings. Have you guys ever went to see where the World Trade Centers had went down? It's crazy, you guys. It's a big ass square. I mean, a huge square. And in the middle of the square is a hole, a big ass hole, and water is going down in this hole. Like this big ass square is a pond. It looks like a pond, but in the middle there's a square hole that water is just going down in. And I'm like, how? Where's the water coming from? And where's the water going? I couldn't understand. I was standing right there looking at you guys. They got it sectioned off. Like it's like a pot. It's like a little wall, like a 3.5, 4 foot wall that goes around where the World Trade Center building was at. And as you look down in there, there's nothing but water. I can't tell how deep it is, but there's just water. And the water is going down into this fucking square hole that's probably about, I'll say 15 feet. That's how big it is. And water's just going down in there. You can just hear the water going down. Where the fuck is the water going? Where does this hole lead to? Why does it never fill up? That shit was just weird to me, man. You got a whole lot of weird shit going on lately now. You know what I feel like? It's like, why don't you guys just unalive all of us and get it over with? Every day they're coming up with, this is poisoning y'all, this is poisoning y'all, this is poisoning y'all, this is poisoning y'all. And we only hear it over here. You don't hear that in other countries talking about, yeah, this is poisoning them, this is poisoning them. And also the fucking rent is just, it's just ridiculous, man. I can't get over it. I know I talked about this already, y'all, but it's just ridiculous. Why is it getting so difficult just to fucking be alive, man? It's getting to be a problem just to be alive. Why do I have to pay to be in this motherfucker? I didn't ask to be here. I was watching this one video where these cops these people had a trailer, just like a little, maybe a 20-foot trailer. And apparently they were homeless, but they lucked up on a trailer. And so they pulled his trailer out in the woods. And they started acquiring money, getting a little bit of money here and there. They bought a generator. They were filling the generator up every day. The police come out there and tell them that, what are you guys doing? What do you mean what are we doing, man? We're fucking homeless. We're just living here, man. You guys know that you can't fucking just camp out in the woods. I was like, how much sense does that make, man? You can't just camp out in the woods. You have to pay rent. Listen, man, if a motherfucker's homeless and they go to sleep out in the woods, what is the problem? We've gotten so fucked up in this country, man, that they even lock motherfuckers up for just being homeless, man. Just being homeless. This motherfucker can't afford to pay no bills, man. But they just gonna be homeless. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, we're not smoking no pancakes this morning, bro. You okay, Doodlebots? What do you got over there, Dashy? Wow. Kind of a rough cough this morning, guys. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ooh. What was that, Dashing? Dashy likes frogs, you guys. I don't know why. Dashy like frogs? No. You like messing with them frogs, Dashy? Huh, Doodlebots? I'm not going to sing to you this morning, Dashy, because I know you don't like the morning song. It's okay, big puppy. Woo. If I haven't said it to you, to everyone this morning, Grand Rosin, everyone, Grand Rosin. Damn, my nose is running. I ain't got no more paper towels out here. Okay. Make sure my shit's straight. Be nothing worse than having a big ass booger on my nose. Right, TC? That shit set me back a bit. I don't know why my voice feels really raspy this morning. Feels like my voice feels like this morning. Yeah, I know your ass can hear it. And baby, something's wrong with me. Every time I keep talking about you loving me, baby, looking ass. You'll never find, hey, something, 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 I don't know the words. Someone to care for you, hey, like I do. You'll never, never, never know. Looking ass. I know, I was out there yesterday, man. Woo-wee. I was oyster baked yesterday. Oyster. Oyster baked. Oyster baked. Settle down. Yeah. I'm gonna be taking it easy this morning. Won't be riding the Lambo this morning. We gotta leave the Lambo alone. Oh my goodness. So I've noticed that so far every morning for like the last week that I've gotten up, they've been saying that something's wrong with some certain kind of food. I don't understand that. How we know for a fact that we have these poisons on our shelves in the stores. We know they're poisonous. They even tell us it's poison. But yet they're still on the shelves. You guys know they have shit in food that I was looking at the ingredients of what was it? Was it M&Ms? I think it was M&Ms. And they was like, look at this shiny M&M. And M&M shiny. And it's like, do you know how it got its shine? And I'm like, how? And they're like, from shellac. Isn't shellac some shit that you put on wood and shit? So they got it from shellac. And shellac comes from a bug, an insect that they grind up and get the shellac from the insect ground up parts. Who the fuck thought about, hey, you know what? If you grind that bug up, man, it'll make that piece of candy right there really shiny and make it more appealing to the kids. Who the fuck thinks of that, man? Oh yeah, that shit in that toothpaste, man, that shit's just ridiculous, man. Um, I think my favorite high memory would have to be the very first time that I smoked weed back in 1976. Back in 1974. Yes, I remember it. I was 8 years old. We had a prototype. Do you guys remember the prototypes? They looked brass, but they had all these attachments and things that came off it. It was a prototype. Had a little lid on it, all types of shit. It was brass. So we got a prototype. We went and bought an ounce of weed for $5. Yeah, an ounce of weed for $5, y'all. And we put it in the bowl. We didn't know how to smoke. We just knew that you had to put the flame to it and inhale it. So we put the flame to it and inhale it. We choking and coughing. And I remember my eyes starting to get, you know, when you get so high, your eyes, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody, but you know how your eyes start getting Chinese? So my eyes started getting Chinese, and my homeboy started getting scared. He was like, oh shit, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. And I was like, and I was so happy that I was just high, man. I felt good. So I remember as we're walking across the park trying to take the weed to his homeboy's house, we was going to give his homeboy the weed and the pipe. I was skipping across the park singing zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. I remember singing that shit because I was that high, you guys. I felt good. I felt good. My homeboy was just scared. I don't know why he couldn't figure out why his eyes were doing what they were doing. Why are my eyes getting low? Oh my God, I don't know what to do. And it was almost spooking me. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not spooked. I'm high. That shit was good. I don't know where we got the pipe from, man. I don't even remember how he got the pipe. He must have got it from the dude that we bought the weed from. And yeah, you guys, they didn't have scales back then, so an ounce was 4 fingers across the bottom of a sandwich baggie. You get a sandwich baggie, 4 fingers across the bottom of it, that's your ounce. It would probably be closer to an ounce and a half, maybe 2 ounces of weed. Sesamilia. It was either Sesamilia or Maui Wowie. It was one of those. No, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I'm sorry, you guys. It was Colombian Gold. That's what it was. Because I remember him saying that name. It was Colombian Gold. That's what it was. No, brother, you guys act like that. You guys got the corner market on strains of weed and shit. Where do you think all this weed came from, you guys? It had to start somewhere. It started back in the day. They had so many different strands of weed, and there was weed back then that's better than the weed today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you want to take that, but that chocolate Thai stick back in the day was way better than any weed that you have today, man. Way better, man. chocolate Thai was just. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the strain chocolate Thai. I'm talking about the chocolate Thai itself. Like it was literally wrapped around a stick. It had vine wrapped around the stick. That's how the bud was wrapped up. Chocolate Thai stick. Oh, I know TC. I know you just fucking with me, bro. Hey, you guys, we got 12 people in here, 5 thumbs up. Y'all, let's work on them thumbs ups. Let's go. Yeah. Those were the good old days, guys. Good old days. I remember living on the military base, and there's this hill that goes down, and it just goes down to the bottom of the hill, and then there's a 3-way stop sign. Because the other way, the 4th way, was a hangar, hangar for the airplanes. So I remember I used to go down there every morning. I can't remember how old I was. I'd say 12, 13. I used to go down there just about every morning and pick me up a pack of not Newport, a pack of Marble 100s in the gold pack, yeah. A pack of Marble 100s for 75 cents. Boy, those was the days, man. I used to get 3 shiny motherfucking quarters and ride down to the motherfucking hangar, make sure ain't nobody walking down the hall, walk up in the hangar, put my 3 little quarters in that machine and pull the motherfucker. Cigarettes would come out and I'd run back up the hill and shit. Man, those was the days, bro. That was crazy times, y'all. We did some crazy shit. I remember one time we were doing initiations for who was going to be the leader of our little group. It was only 3 or 4 of us, man. But for some reason, we felt the need to have a leader. I was the only brother here, the only black dude. So I knew fucking well that I was going to be the leader. I already knew it. Couldn't nobody beat my ass anyway. I already knew it. I already knew I was going to be the leader, but we had to go through the technicalities or the formalities of doing the initiation. One of the initiations that we thought of was laying on the train tracks and letting a train roll over you. You know, because the train's about this high off the ground. It's a good thing that I told my dad this. It's a damn good thing I told him that. Because my dad was like, so what are you going to do if one of the cars are low? You know, because some of the cars could be low. And on the front of it, they had this sweeping thing that came down like this is the front of the train. They had this sweeping piece of metal that came down that was supposed to catch anything that was on the tracks. You know, it would push anything off the tracks. And this motherfucker was like about this high off the railroad tracks. Well, maybe about this high. I didn't know that. I was finna lay on the motherfucking tracks, y'all. What's up, Key? That shit was crazy. So the initiation that we came up with was to climb up this tower. I don't know who built this tower or why this tower was even here. But there was a tower that just had a ladder. It was just simply a ladder that just went up. It went up really high, you guys. I mean, like super high, at least 2 or 3 football fields. I mean, really high, you guys. And on the top of this ladder, it was just a ladder. And on top of this ladder was a fucking platform. For the life of me, I can't remember where this platform went to, what it hooked up to, why it was even there. But whoever climbed to the top of this platform and stood at the top of it was the leader. We all set out to climb. We've been climbing for about 20 minutes, man. I'm tired now, so I wrapped my arm around one of the rungs and start climbing again. My homeboys got scared. I looked down, they going back down. I climb all the way to the motherfucking top. The top is doing this shit, y'all. I'm up there like, oh, this some bullshit. Why didn't I think this out? Who the fuck got me up here? Oh, this some bullshit. The wind blowing harder than the motherfucker. So I got to get up top now. I climb up the top. And now I'm standing on the top of this motherfucker like this, y'all. I made it. I made it. You talking about a scared motherfucker, y'all. I was up that bitch. And the problem was that now I couldn't get down. I'm up this motherfucker swaying, and I just got my balance right to where I cannot fall, you know what I'm saying? But now I can't move. I can't move. So I'm just swaying, and I need to get to this motherfucking ladder. But I can't time the sway good enough for me to walk over to this ladder. I feel like if I die for this ladder, I'm gonna fucking slide off the side of this bitch. This is some bullshit, man. Fuck. So I start inching one foot. I was up that bitch for about 20 minutes, man, trying to figure out how to fucking get down. My homeboys done left. These motherfuckers done left. I watched these motherfuckers walk away, man, until they was little tiny specks. What the fuck, man? So that's what made me finally like, so I'm like this, y'all. I'm like this. Took me about 15 minutes to do this, y'all. Finally, I make it to the side, man. And you know when you get to the side, now you gotta get all the way down to the ground and try to crawl over the back of this bitch. My legs is hanging over the side. I'm trying to hang on. That shit was just crazy, y'all. It was crazy as fuck. That shit, I'll never forget that shit, man. That shit was crazy, yo. Crazy. Thank God that the ladder going up, you know how they have the thing that goes around you? It's like a metal thing that goes up. Like, you climb up like the first 20 feet, and then they have this thing that goes around so you can't fall off. And so it was a good thing that thing was there, but man, that was some shit, man. That was some shit. That was some shit. And them motherfuckers, man. It was Richard and Jeff. They were brothers. I caught up to the motherfuckers, man. I ain't catch them that day, but I think it was like a couple days later I caught up to them. I was like, man, that's fucked up what y'all did, man. Suppose I would have fell, y'all. Or suppose I would have literally got stuck up there like I couldn't get down. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't call nobody. Can't nobody hear me up there, man. The wind. All they hear is, hey, hey. Motherfuckers don't hear that shit, man. That shit had me hot though, man. You know, it wasn't funny while I was up there. I think I started laughing on the way down, but by the time I got to the bottom, I was pissed off again. Oh no, well, I think that was the dumbest thing I did. Yep, that was the dumbest thing I did as a kid, man. Shit, I ain't never paid no $20 for no lid, man. My lids was fucking $5. I think I paid, yeah, it was $5 for a lid. In '74, it was $5 for a lid, and we was in New England, Brunswick, Maine. Yep. How you do that, TC? How you make the hay so little, man? That's funny. That's cute, TC. I like that. He made the haze real little, y'all. I can barely see the little haze. Hey, hey. Look at ass. That was classic, TC. Thank you, man. That was all right. Y'all look at the little haze on there. Oh, it's so cute. Look at the little haze. Hell no. I know, right? I don't know how you did that, TC, but you did that shit. You was a motherfucking man for that one. So, they were talking about, this guy said that he was, in the building, one of the buildings, when they said that the building was getting ready to go down. Talking about the World Trade Centers. He said he was in the building. And somebody said that the building was getting ready to go down. And he was like, the next building, he said the building next was getting ready to go down, the next door building. And he was like, why is the building getting ready to go down? And they said that something hit the building. And he said that he was standing right there and there was nothing that hit the fucking building. He said he felt that it was mighty odd that he had never seen a building fucking go straight down without demolition. I was like, everybody knows this. How come, here's what I don't understand, you guys. How come every time the government gets caught in some fuckery, there's no repercussions behind it? There's no repercussions behind that shit. The poison in the toothpaste, there's no repercussions behind that shit. Kids getting kidnapped and youngsters getting molested and raped and shit. There's no repercussions for that. Do you know how many people were involved with that Epstein shit, man? There was like thousands of people involved in the Epstein shit. Nobody got in trouble but that motherfucker. And they told him that. They was like, look here, man, if the shit ever hit the fan, bro, you're going to have to take the fall for it. But don't trip. We got another island for you all around the other side of the world, man. You'll be all right. Oh, shit, Jeffrey. We done got caught. We done got caught, bro. So you're going to take the fall. We're going to move you over on the other side of the planet. And you'll just carry on with the fucking of the little kids. Go ahead. Everything will be okay. With nasty motherfucker. Go ahead. Everything will be okay. But we're going to have to say that you got locked up. And we'll fabricate a story about you hung yourself. And everything will be okay. You'll never hear nothing else about it. Brian, I was trying to tell him that shit, man. I was trying to tell him that shit the other day, man. I told him that shit a while back ago, man. That motherfucking tie stick, man. That shit was something fierce. I'm not talking about the bullshit you used to find on the street when people used to be like, yeah, this is that motherfucking chocolate tie. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about that real shit from Thailand. And you knew when it came from Thailand. This shit was wrapped in aluminum foil, you guys. When I got this shit, it was on a, I ain't never even seen a stick that looked like this, y'all. It was, you know what it looked like? It looked like the sticks you find on corn dogs. That's what it looked like. The little thin ones, they're like little thin popsicle sticks. It was a little stick about like that. It was about this long, and it had a bud all the way around it, and it had some twine or tweed or whatever the fuck you want to call it wrapped around this bitch and burnt at the end and tied. I was like, what manner of sorcery is this? And then it was wrapped in tin foil. And I remember going, wow, man, what? You sure this is weed? I ain't never got weed in tin foil before. That's weed, bro. We got to the spot, I opened that bitch up, and the smell just wafted out of that motherfucker. Like, whoosh. I was like, damn, I ain't never smelled weed like this before. We wasn't into smelling weed back then, you guys. I was only like, what, 8 years old? We wasn't into going, ooh, smell that. We wasn't into that. But when that smell hit my nose, I immediately got into smelling bud, y'all. I was like, oh, shit. Damn, I didn't even know how to smoke it, y'all. We didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing about rolling up no J's. We was pipe smokers, man. That's how I started smoking. Shit. Well, how much you put in there? Here, just put this in here. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Here, man, hit that. Boy, you're talking about high as gas. Man, I was so high. That shit wasn't even funny. I'm going to tell you what ain't even funny. Oh, I'll get and say, where my lighter at? Where my lighter at? Oh yeah, Brian, I think it was up to a week before that, there was a white van that pulled into the bottom of the building, and this van was allegedly packed with explosives. Now here's how I know that this is bullshit. That part about the van being pulled down there. We know it was demolition, but you guys know that to demolish a building in the middle of a city takes some real professional work. It takes fucking putting the fucking charges in strategic places to make the building drop straight down. There is no possible way that you're going to drive a van on the bottom of this building and it's going to explode and just take everything out. You got to put these charges around structural points. You know what I'm saying? And they have to go off at certain times. They all can't blow up at the same time because the building needs it. You know, if this one goes out first, the building's gonna teeter this way. If this one goes out first, you know, so it's got to be like within like 100th of a second. That's why you're Boom, 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 boom. That's why you hear that when they do demolition on buildings and shit, because it's setting the charges off at certain times, at certain points to keep the building going straight down. So this building had to be affixed with explosive charges for it to drop down like that. Especially in the middle of the fucking city, man. There's buildings all around this motherfucker. And not one other building was damaged or destroyed. And you guys want us to believe that a plane can knock this building down. You know what? If you took a 757 and flew it at its top speed into one of those buildings, it would not knock that building down, I promise you. It would not knock that building down. It would fuck that plane up, man. It wouldn't knock the building down. The plane is just like a fucking skin over some shit. You know what I'm saying? If you knew, man, that shit could not take down a building. That's why I was like, man, y'all tripping. That's what's up, Missy. Right on. I I don't know how they did it, man. I took mine off the stick, man. I took mine off the stick, TC. Like, I took the little tweet off the shit and pulled it off the fucking stick and put it in the bowl. I don't know. I don't know if there was a proper way to do it. I don't know if they were supposed to wrap the whole thing up. I don't know how it was supposed to go. But all I know is that I took the tweet off that motherfucker, pulled the stick out from that bitch, broke that bitch down and put it in my bowl and got to smoking. well, hold on, Brian. So I got family that lives across the water in Staten Island. They can see those buildings. The motherfucker said they didn't even see a plane flying around the building. You know there's a no-fly zone around the buildings? There's a no-fly zone around those buildings, man. You can't fly around those buildings. You can't, not no big commercial plane. You can't fly around that shit. And not only that, here's what didn't make sense to me, though. Here's what really didn't make sense, Brian, is that them motherfuckers said that there was a couple people on the plane that had a fucking box cutter. A box cutter. They had a box cutter, a knife, a box cutter. And they hijacked the plane and made the pilot fly into the building. Now, I remember when I first heard that, I was like, first of all, there's no way that if all of us is on the plane, just everybody in this chat, if there's 14 people on the plane, and let's say there's 16 people on the plane, and out of the 16, 2 of them was trying to hijack the plane, and they had a box cutter. Out of us 14, I promise you, one of us is finna try this motherfucker. It might get cut, but I'm finna try this motherfucker. I'm finna try. We ain't flying no goddamn plane into no building. You got me fucked up, man. I'm just gonna sit here and go, well, guess I better put my seatbelt on. They're getting ready to fly into the building. Can't do shit about it. The fuck? Hey, listen here. Akmar, Hakwila, whatever the fuck your name is, bruh. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you what, man. We is not flying into the building. Well, you're gonna be the first one to get cut then. Well, bring it on, bro. Let's get to cutting. Shit, let's go. So they also said that they showed that the way that they showed so many different things about this, you guys. They showed that the way the plane hit the building, its trajectory could not have been at that angle because of the other buildings. Something about a plane of that size couldn't have hit that angle to fly into the building the way it did. And then they said, but there's a missile that could hit that angle, and it probably was a missile that hit that building. And I'm still thinking that if a missile hit the top of the building, would the building fall straight down? And where was the explosion? I don't remember seeing no explosion at the top of the building. none of it made sense. None of it. Not one thing made sense. I was like, there's no fucking way. And it doesn't even seem like that was 22 years ago, man. It seems like it was yesterday, because I remember going into the house and telling my father-in-law, hey, y'all, come look at this. Now I went outside and got him. I said, hey, Pop, come here. Look at this. And he was like, what movie is this? I said, it's not a movie, man. Shit is really going on. He was like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, they made hella money, man. They made hella money, man. They made, what it was, man, here was my guess on it. My guess was that we had went over there fucking with them people, and they was like, you know what? Y'all, this some bullshit, man. Y'all gonna have to fucking, you're gonna show a sign of good faith, man. So we blew our own shit up, man. Because I don't believe that nobody can come over here and blow our shit up. I know they have sleeper cells, but I believe we blow our own shit up as a sign of good faith to these motherfuckers. I don't know how, but it had to be some sign of good faith that we blew our shit up. Because when the president was in the building and he was talking to the little kindergartners, and they came and whispered in his ear and told him, this motherfucker kept teaching the children. That's not a time to keep teaching the children. That's a time to just, as soon as they would have whispered in my ear, it's supposed to be like, what happened? Oh, shit. That's the way it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be, what happened? Oh, yeah. And Johnny crossed the tree and everybody jumped over the apples. It wasn't supposed to, no, you're supposed to just, they weren't even supposed to come whisper in his ear. They was just supposed to come grab him. Come on, Mr. President, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Secret Service is supposed to do. Let's go. We got shit to do. I was like, man. And then to top it all off, what was that motherfucker's name? I forgot the dude's name that they said was in charge that did that shit. Bin Laden. Yes, Saddam Bin Laden. So they said that Bin Laden had something to do with this. This is just some bullshit. Come to find out, you guys set all this shit up. You guys set all this shit up so you could prove to the American people that we had a reason to go over here and bomb these motherfuckers. That's why you guys did this? You guys killed hundreds of people just so you could make up a story and tell the American people that, hey, y'all, Saddam Bin Laden came over here and blew some shit up, y'all. And so when they said Saddam Bin Laden came and blew some shit up, they jumped in their planes, flew over there, and killed Saddam Hussein. What the fuck? I thought you guys was going over there to look for Saddam Bin Laden. Why'd y'all kill Saddam Hussein? I was like, what the fuck did he have to do with it? This man didn't have shit to do with it. Y'all went in there and killed that man and his whole goddamn family. What the fuck? That was some crazy shit, man. And nobody really paid attention. Everybody was like, yeah, they got him. And you remember when Barack came on there and said, yeah, what did he say? Saddam Hussein or Saddam Bin Laden is dead. I'm like, you guys, what world are we living in to where you come on TV and tell them that somebody's dead? Why? That's not a good thing, killing people, man. I don't give a fuck what they did. It's not a good thing killing people, man. That's crazy shit, man. Right, Brian? You're right. Yeah. Yeah, right? That shit was crazy, man. We went over there to get Saddam Bin Laden, and you end up killing Saddam Hussein. And come to find out, Saddam Hussein was helping us. This nigga was helping us, man. He was an ally. I didn't find that shit out till after they unalived that man. This man was an ally. He was helping us, man. He was leading us to Bin Laden. How you leading us to Bin Laden? You trying to help us out? He trying to help us in any way he can, but they kill him. That shit is crazy. What? Oh, what's that, Mindy? Okay. I see you. By the way, what's up, Mindy? How you doing? If I ain't say what's up to everybody that came in here, what's up, y'all? Grand Rising, how y'all doing? You know what was really bad? Here's what's really bad, though, you guys. When I was watching the playback of 9/11, And there was actually people jumping out of the buildings, like fucking 20, 30, 40 stories up, jumping out of the buildings, man. That, I was really sad because you guys know I'm an empath, so that shit hit me hard, man. And I'm watching these people because I could feel while they was jumping out this building, like this shit was so intense that these motherfuckers was jumping out the building. I think personally I would have tried my luck with these stairs first. Or I would have tried some, you know what? If I ever work in a building and I'm on the 50th floor, oh, best believe I done purchased me a parachute. Yep. I done purchased me a parachute. I'm on the 50th floor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Obama was deep in that shit, wasn't he? Oh, no pun intended, y'all. What's up, little PA? Little Piz Nizzle in the house. Y'all see we got a celebrity up in here. What's up, little Piz Nizzle? Man. These motherfuckers jumped out the building, man. That's crazy. I would have at least tried to fucking, I don't know, man, get a sheet, a trash bag, you know, tied to my ankle and jump off. I'd have tried something. I'm not just going to jump out the building and just hope that the wind catch me and I land perfectly. I'm going to try something, man. They got wingsuits. I'm going to try doing a wingsuit with my suit and try to fly properly and land on the ground. I'm going to try something, man. I'm just not going to jump out the building. I'll tell you one thing. If you jump out this window, there's zero chance of you surviving. Zero chance of you surviving. If you run down these stairs, you got a 50-50, bro. You got a 50-50 chance. You could make it or the building could collapse on you. At any rate, your ass gave it a shot. You didn't just give up. I'm not jumping out of no fucking building, y'all. Just not going to do it. There's no way. And it didn't even look like the fire was right there when this motherfucker jumped out the building. It looked like the fire was like a couple floors down. Nigga, get the running. The fire just started. Shit, get your ass down there. He like, oh shit, here come the fire. I'ma jump. I don't think I could jump. You know, but here again though, you guys, we have never been in that much fear that we would do something like that. You know what I'm saying? That had to be the ultimate fear, man. The ultimate fear. You take a chance, you're thinking to yourself, do I want to die by fire or do I want to die by sudden impact? I don't know, bro. I don't think I'm jumping. Hey, bro. Man, we're not going to make it. Let's jump out the building. Okay, bro, you go first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, we finally got rid of his ass, y'all. Let's go. Shit. This motherfucker was fucking up the morale of everybody. We got his ass up out of here. Let's go. Yeah, we not running. We not just gonna fucking run and jump out of this building. No. Unless I have jumped out of buildings before and survived. Now, if I got a technique of jumping out of a building and landing on my feet properly, I may jump out the building. I just may jump out the building. I did this before. You guys, last week I jumped out of a building from the 50th floor, landed on my feet, just twisted my ankle. I knew what the problem was. I landed incorrectly. We're going to try it again. Oh, the building's on fire. Now it's time for my training. Yes, sir. Stuck the landing. All right. For real, though, man, I'd have tried something, TC. Wouldn't you have tried something, man? You remember when you was a kid that you thought that maybe if you grabbed a trash bag and jumped off the garage that you could, or was that just me? I thought that I could grab a trash bag and jump off the garage and the air would fill up the trash bag and I would slowly fall nicely to the earth. You know, I would just land just peacefully to the earth. Bam, you know. So I grabbed my little trash bag and I climbed onto the top of the roof, you know what I'm saying? Got onto the garage and I was like, I'm finna try this. I think I could land softly to the ground. And right when I was just about right here, my daddy said, hey, boy, is you stupid? And I had to rethink my issue. Jumping off the roof with a trash bag only works on cartoons. I'm glad I didn't learn the hard way. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, I thought everything was going to be okay, but not so. So, I don't know. I don't know, Mindy. Them motherfuckers was probably so scared. That's fucked up, man. Brrr, come on, honey, pick up the phone. Brrr, come on. God damn it, pick up the phone. Brrr. Oh, hello, honey. Are you watching the news? Oh, I'm at the top of the building, honey. The fire's coming. Kiss the kids for me, honey. I ain't gonna make it. Yeah. My bank account number's 7761. Yeah. Oh, baby, I love you. All right, honey, bye. Fuck out of here, man. No. 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 They can't say goodbye, man. I don't think the motherfuckers had time to do that shit, man. Because I think that if they had time to call their people, there would have been some rational thinking behind that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you finna do what? Bruh, look, turn around. See the stairs right there? Try running down the stairs first. Don't jump. Try running down the stairs first. See if that works. Somebody would have said something to him, you know what I'm saying? I think the motherfuckers just like, oh shit, and jumped out the building. Because if you had time to think about certain things, sometimes you wouldn't have done certain things, you know what I'm saying? The most fucked up thing you've done in your life, if you had time to think about it, you probably wouldn't have done it. That's crazy, Mandy. Now that's crazy. That's crazy and sad. And what's even more sad is that all the American people know, probably all the people on the planet, they know that that was some bullshit. And by us knowing that that was some bullshit, how come nobody is being held accountable? Okay, let's get back to the topic that we was talking about on Instagram last night, you guys, real quick. Now, I think that we should be allowed and able, what do you guys think about this? We should be able to sue the CDC and the FDA for poisoning the American people for hundreds of years. We should be able to sue them, you guys. Because like I said yesterday, they put out a warning about toothpaste. Now, this has always been a warning about toothpaste that you shouldn't swallow it. But now their CDC put out a serious warning saying, pay attention to how much toothpaste your children use because this shit is causing brain damage, ADD, all this other shit. Why is this shit still on the shelf? And why is nobody being held accountable? Why do we know that Lay's potato chips has poison in it? Why do we know that M&M's is made with fucking shellac? Why do we know that they use fucking cat shit to make certain coffees? Why do we know this shit? Why do we know that they use human flesh in portions of McDonald's food? Why do we know this and why they're still open and why is nobody being held accountable? It doesn't make sense to me, man. It's stupid. It's stupid. It says on the toothpaste that if you swallow it, call the CDC. That's what it say. Call the people for poison. Call the poison. No, it says call the poison control center. It's like, wow. So now they're saying that certain cookies, I forgot, I think it may be Chips Ahoy. They said that they found particles of wood in the cookie mix, in the cookie dough. So now they got wood in the cookie dough. My question is, how the fuck does wood get in the cookie dough? How does wood get in the cookie dough? You guys have machines doing this shit. There's not people in there doing this with the dough and making the cookies. There's not people in there doing this. They got machines doing this shit. Machines are making the cookie dough and making the cookies and cooking the shit. Machines. So you trying to tell me that these machines just all of a sudden just put wood chips into the fucking dough? Come on, man. I don't know, Brian. It's hard to tell what them people was thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell, man, because I don't know if anybody in here has, but I've never been put I don't think I've ever been put in a life or death. I have been put in a life or death situation like that, but it didn't feel the same to me. You know, it wasn't the same. That in that situation, it was most certainly imminent death. Something was going to happen. The situation I was put in, it just took brains for me to get out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'll never, ever in my life forget that situation, man. I will never, ever in my fucking life forget that. This motherfucker really wanted to kill me. Really wanted to kill me. I, the wall, you know when you're going up the stairs? The wall going up the stairs is usually about this close to you. You know, you're going up the stairs. So the wall is this close to me. And out of the corner of my eye, as I'm running up the stairs, skipping the steps, out the corner of my eye, I could see the bullet holes hitting the wall. Bomb, bomb. Each step I took up, you could see them hit right behind me. Bomb, 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 bomb. The next day when I looked at these bullet holes, there was 8 bullet holes, 6 bullet holes that went in succession about an inch apart, climbing up like this. It looked like this motherfucker was a professional sharpshooter. It looked like he had the gun on a tripod and was shooting because it was so perfect. Each mark going up. Each mark going up. And after he spent all the shells in the gun, I heard that bitch click about 5 or 6 times, man. It was like pop, 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 click, 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 click. This motherfucker really was trying to kill me. This motherfucker, a fucking drug dealer. A drug dealer that my neighbor, I was in a rooming house. My neighbor, I guess he had fucking booked some drugs or got some drugs on credit from these drug dealers, and they was handling him. I lived right beside him. I don't have nothing to do with what they got going on. I'm getting ready to go out my door. I got a homeboy in the house. I'm getting ready to go out my door using my homeboy's car. I'm going up the street to the store to buy me a beer. They're in there fussing with him, whatever. They run out the door. They're running down the stairs. Now I'm coming down the stairs behind them. I'm just going to the car. I go over to the car. I see them run this way. They take off running this way. The car for me is this way. So I go to the car. I get in the car and I start driving off. I'm going to the store. I hear gunshots. Bomb, bomb, bomb. So they're in the back of my building running through the alleyways because there's buildings here, a row of buildings. There's a row of buildings here. So they're running down the back of the row of buildings and they're shooting at them. Bomb, 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 bomb. So you know that when you're shooting at somebody in between buildings, you're going to get an echo. So every time they shot, they heard a shot. Bomb, 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 bomb. They heard the echo of a shot. In their mind, I'm shooting at them because they see me come out the building as they're chasing him. I'm driving down to the store now. They're running behind the building shooting at him. But they think that I'm shooting at them because they hear the echo. I don't know none of this. I find all this out later. So I go up to the store, I get my beer, I come back, and I'm chilling. Yeah, I still don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Barry done got shot at. I don't know what's going on. So about maybe a couple weeks later, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go over here and, no. They said that somebody was looking for me. And I was like, somebody looking for me? What you mean? Why somebody looking for me, man? And then that's when somebody told me the story. Yeah, they said you were shooting at him. I didn't even own a gun at the time, y'all. I didn't even own a gun. I was working at a hotel. I didn't even own a gun. So, my boy's sitting on the front porch and I'm standing at the front door and we're just talking. And he goes, here comes, I can't remember their names, but we'll just give them some fictitious names for the story. Oh, here comes Boo Boo, Little Yachty, and all their homeboys. Oh, yeah? I'm just standing. I don't know them. I don't know what's going on. So they're like, yeah, man. So, yeah, when we came around here and we was handling Barry, we was shooting at Barry, somebody was shooting at us. And as soon as he said that, one of the dudes standing behind him said, that's him right there. As soon as he said, that's him, I look up and in slow motion, I see the dude start doing this shit. And as he's doing that shit, I back up in the door. I slam the door, and I turn around and I start running up the stairs. The stairs go this way, and then this way. So I run up the stairs. And as I clear the first 3 steps, I hear the door kick open. Bloom! So now around the corner. And as I hit the corner to go up the long set of stairs, I hear the shots. Bomb, 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 bomb. Click, 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 click. I get up the stairs into my room. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't have no gun. I don't have shit to handle this. I look out my window just in time to see them running across the street, through this alley across the street, there's a buildings next door, across the street. There's an alley separating the buildings. They run through the alley and I see them leave. I'm thinking it's over, you know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. So a couple weeks passed by after that. I'm spooked, but the weeks that done passed by, that made me calm down. So now I'm going to the dope man's house. I got my food stamps. I'm going to the dope man's house to buy some dope. I go over to the dope man's house and I'm like, yeah, man, I got my food stamps. Here you go. Can you call him up to come to the house? He said, yeah. So the dope man comes in the back door and he's all, hey, man, who's Sheldon? I said, why? He said, because, man, there's people in the alley looking for you. These motherfuckers got Uzis, 357. They got all types of shit. I said, what? I said, come on, man. So I'm still sitting in the house. And then the dope man goes, you got to go, man. I said, man, come on, bro. I said, well, let me go out the front door, man. He was like, all right. So I go out the front door. I go down like 3 or 4 blocks. I cut across 3 or 4 blocks and go back 3 or 4 blocks. So now I'm walking across and I can see the mob down the street. And as I see them, I hear them go, there he is right there. And they're all running towards me. Now I got about 5 blocks separating us. They're all running towards me. And I'm like, fuck. The only thing I have in my pocket is a fucking starter pistol. Don't ask me why I have it. It's a fucking cap gun. Anyway, I see them running towards me. So I dip and I jump over this fence. And this fence has these vines that go up the fence. You know how they have like the ivy that goes up the side of houses and shit? This fence has that. So I'm laying beside the fence. The fence is like this. I'm laying beside the fence. These motherfuckers are now standing right beside me. But they can't see me because of all the leaves on the fence. And I'm just laying there like, oh, fuck. I got the starter pistol in my hand. I'm hoping that if they roll up on me, I can bluff my way out of this shit. I'm trying to be cool. I'm not breathing that hard. I'm just... So they start walking off. And I can see through one of the little bushes that they're like a block away now. And now I hear the back door open up of the house next door to the yard that I'm in. And the dude comes out and he's walking his dog. He's letting his dog out. So I said, hey, call the police. He looked around. I said, call the police. He said, what? I said, call the police. He said, what'd you say? I stood up and I pointed the starter pistol at him. I said, call the police. He went in the house and called the police. Police pulled up. I'm like, hey, man, there's some dudes out here trying to kill me. I don't know what's going on. I said, can I get an escort back to my house? I only live 2 blocks away. The police said, yeah, get in the back of the car. Fuck no, I'm not getting in the back of no police car. I got a pocket full of dope. I don't know if I smell like weed or not. Fuck no. I just live a couple blocks up, sir. Can you just follow me? I'm a jog. Can you just follow me? He follows me to the house. I get to the house. That was the end of it. That was some shit. Yeah, see? Oh, Mindy, you're an empath too? Right on. Yeah, see, I tell stories from an empath point of view so you can understand the whole story. That's what's up, Mindy. That's what's up, a fellow empath. Kudos to you. My hat's off to you. And damn, sometimes I hate being a fucking empath, man. Sometimes I can't stand this shit, man. You talking about an emotional fucking roller coaster, man. Being an empath is like, woo, it's a fucking roller coaster, buddy. Hey, what's up? I don't know if that's Saden or Caden. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Damn, boy, I don't want to butcher your name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but how you doing, Grand Rising? Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, that shit was crazy. But people, so y'all, when I got back to the house, and there's like fucking like 10 people in my room waiting for me. They're all waiting to get high because I told them I got food stamps. I'm finna go get some dope. So I got it's probably like 5 or 6 people. Keep in mind, I live in a room in the house. So it's a tight little room. There's like 6 people in it. People sitting on my little couch, people sitting on my bed. They waiting for me to come in with the dope. I get in the house and I'm like, y'all know them motherfuckers was looking for me, man. I pass everybody a little piece of dope. All right, y'all gotta go, man. Everybody leaves except for a couple girls. Ooh, y'all know what's fitting to happen now. I got a pocket full of dope and a couple girls that's staying. So we sitting there, we smoking. And all of a sudden, I guess my landlord sent his handyman around to the house because they had kicked everybody out of the house after that shooting of me running up the stairs and shooting. They kicked everybody out the house, man. I was the only one still in the house, but the power was still on. So we sitting there smoking. I ain't got nowhere to go, man. We smoking. And I guess he sent his handyman over there to pull the fucking circuit. So right when I'm in the middle of a hit, the lights go out. I look out the window and I see him running down the alley. I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, here we go. I don't know about making my stomach hurt, Missy, but Being an empath is definitely an emotional roller coaster. I know, right? That shit was crazy, man. That was when I lived. I used to live when I lived in Richmond, Virginia. Oh shit. I think that I think I stayed there. I know I stayed there that night. I think I stayed there the next day. Yeah, I think I stayed there the next day, and then I called my parents up. And my parents lived in Maryland. I called my parents up and I was like, "Look, y'all, I'm fucked up, man. I'm done. I just, there wasn't shit I could do. No, no, hold on, my bad. I moved out of there the day after the next day, and I moved in with one of my coworkers because I worked at a hotel. But my coworker lived upstairs above his uncle. His uncle owned I don't know what kind of shop it was, some type of store, some type of auto shop. I don't know what it was because I never went down there. But he lived above him. His uncle gave him that spot above him, so he let me stay with him. But his uncle didn't know shit about it. So I'm staying there chilling. He's at work. One day his uncle comes up there. What the fuck are you doing here? So I got kicked out of that spot. I'm like, damn. So I went to live with another coworker. I'm staying at this coworker's house. I'm collecting money, but the whole problem is I got a fucking drug problem now. So I'm not saving any money to get another apartment or to get another room in the house. I'm smoking dope because I'm comfortable living at these people's houses. So my roommate, I'm staying at his house. Now I get fired from my job at the hotel and I go to a job across the street. I start stealing from that job and they fired me. That's when I called my parents and was like, look here, I was a big fuck up, y'all. I was just it was the dope. It was the dope that was fucking me up, you guys. That dope had me doing some shit that I never thought I would do, you guys. Oh, I do look at the chat, you guys. I'm sorry, but when I'm in the middle of a story, I really don't. Yeah, I understand that that's your name, but it was the pronunciation that got me. Is it Caden with with a K, like enunciated with like a K, Caden, or is it Satan? You know what I'm saying? I will go with Caden, so we'll leave it at that. My bad, Amy. I apologize so much, Amy. But when I'm in the middle of a story, when I'm telling a story or something like that, I really don't look at it. I just kind of like do like this. I apologize, Amy. It won't happen again. Please forgive me. I try to talk to everybody in the chat. Everybody in here will tell you, man, that when they say something to me, I try to get to everybody. I try to make sure everybody's, I let everybody know that I see you. Oh yeah, I don't know when you're going on, but hey y'all, little PA is finna go on sometime after me. It'll probably be like directly after me or shortly after, you know? And once again, if I missed anybody's comment, man, I do apologize. But I mean, you guys got to think about it. I'm telling a story while trying to talk to 15 different people at the same time. You gotta admit, man, that's a fucking talent, man. That's a fucking talent. You can't, I gotta tell a story while smoking my weed and talk to 15 different people at the same time. God damn it, boy, I'm in there like swimwear. I think that calls for a boom, bong, ripper. Yes, Lord, let's go. Oh, some cruel burn my hand. Ooh. That's right, TC. Oh, oh. Ooh. It was the end of that saga, you guys. That was some shit right there, man. Woo. That was a story. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for sliding through, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys know I only stay on here for an hour. I got to go do my yoga and some meditation. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that post notification bell so y'all don't miss none of these fire-ass videos. If you want to help the Wake and Bake Inc. family grow, please do so by donating to my PayPal. That link is in the description, baby. Also, you can help the Wake and Bake Inc. family grow by buying some merch. That link is also in the description. Y'all can come check me out on Instagram at 6 p.m. tonight. I'll be doing a live smoke session again. The live smoke session is called Nightcap. Y'all come have a nightcap with your boy tonight on Instagram at 6 o'clock. I appreciate you guys so much. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mindy, I get down. Yoga every morning. Every morning. I try to stay healthy. I try to stay in shape every morning. No, I don't do any. I don't really do breath work meditations. Just straight meditation. Just straight meditation. Hey, I appreciate you guys so much, man. Much love to everyone, man. You guys, this is a therapy session. May your day be filled with peace and positivity. I wish nothing but the best for all of y'all, man. I hope you guys have a legendary day. You guys ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. And you already know what I'm going to say, man. Y'all stay baked, man. Y'all stay baked. Deuces, y'all. Right. This is a money day, TC. Deuces.